top 10 MLB left fielders, 5-1, 2015 edition. Let's go. Number 5, Matt Holliday, age 35, St. Louis Cardinals left fielder. Yes, number 5. He's definitely on this list. He's top, always high on this list because he's always been an impactful player every single year that he's been in this league pretty much. Again, I've only done this YouTube channel for possibly a year, maybe 2 years. I'm not too sure right now. All I know is he's always been an impactful player. He's always been one of those guys in the St. Louis Cardinals that you know he's going to be the leader there, because Albert Pujols is definitely, obviously, not a factor there anymore. But they're always a contending team. Matt Holliday is always a big influence on that. Once he gets healthy, this is a team that goes over the top, and they are going to get to the World Series if they have this guy healthy. Him and Yadier Molina are the two guys that keep pretty much the entire team together. With all these young pieces they always have in and out in the minors, and they always just steal the show, they keep them in tune and they keep them in check. Now, Holliday had a big contract. This is pretty much his final year of his contract. The 1 year, $17.14 million contract. Now, what I am very intrigued to see is what will they do after this year? Will they re-sign Matt Holliday, or is it for him? Is he done in St. Louis, or is he going to stay his entire career there? And hopefully he'll play it out and maybe even win another World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Who knows? But right now in his career, you're looking at 7-time All-Star, a World Series champion, an NLCS MVP, a 4-time Silver Slugger, NL batting champion, and NL RBI leader. This year, he unfortunately was really injured, and so you can see the impact of what his injury and Yadier Molina's injury was. So I mean, they tried their best, but St. Louis, again, Cubs, they got him in the NLDS, and they really exit out really quickly, in my opinion. But Matt Holliday, I was shocked. I was like, wow, I can't wait till he gets back. Can't wait till he gets back. He definitely did not have a great year, but he's still one of those elite players. So again, 73 games played, 229 at bats, 24 runs scored, 64 hits, 16 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, 35 RBIs, 39 walks, 49 strikeouts, 2 stolen bases, 279 average, 394 on base, a 410 slugging, 804 OPS. So you see, he still has that value in him. And then on defense, 85 putouts, 0 assists, but 0 errors and 0 double plays. It's a perfect fielder percentage. He's still a great fielder, a great offensive weapon. He still produces. Matt Holliday is still going to be in the top 5, and I hope he stays in St. Louis after this year. Number 4, Justin Upton, age 28, free agent. This is one of my favorite players in the league. I'm being dead ass. For sure, he has been one of my favorite players to watch throughout. I remember watching him when he was in the Diamondbacks back in 2010, being in the playoffs. Great player, just a great impact player. People not really know much about him, and I watched him. I'm like, wow, he's really entertaining to watch. He's a guy that you have to keep an eye on. He went to Atlanta. I'm like, ooh, him with Jason Hayward. They got his brother. I'm like, this is going to be a great outfield along with just great, just great superstars in the infield. I was like, this is going to be a playoff team, hopefully a postseason, like long postseason team. I'm talking about World Series, hopefully World Series title eventually. That didn't happen. I was very ashamed with that. Very disappointed. I was very anxious for them to actually, definitely get into a position where I'm like, wow, this is a team that could win it all. No, instead what I got was it was just a little bit overwhelming of just shame for me. I felt really bad. I was like, Jason Hayward, Justin Upton. I mean, it just didn't work. I'm like, this is not looking so pretty. And again, a free agent. This is a guy that's a free agent at 28 that can deliver the goods, and he's a free agent. Still, on December, I believe he should be signed. And if he gets signed, I hope it's to a really great contending team that's going to give him a lot of money, because he deserves first of all, he deserves a lot of money. Second of all, he deserves a contending team. I think he deserves to get to the postseason. He needs to get back there, especially being with the Padres. He did his all, and they didn't even get to the postseason. I want Justin Upton to get to the promised land, to the World Series. where he can show off his talent because he's a talented baseball player. Three-time All-Star, two-time Silver Slugger. Looking at what he's done offensively this year, 150 games played, 542 at-bats, 85 runs scored, 136 hits, 26 doubles, 3 triples, 26 home runs, 81 RBIs, 68 walks, 159 strikeouts, 19 stolen bases, 251 average, 336 on base, 440 slugging, 790 OPS. He can do it with his bat. He's been doing it with his bat his entire career. And with his glove, 235 putouts, 9 assists, 3 errors, a 988 fielding percentage. For sure, that number went up from last year's when he was in the Braves. He was a better defender this year. He's done a great job. And overall, really, he's dazzled me like always. And I need him to get signed. Please, someone sign him. And please, I hope you win a World Series, Justin Upton. You really deserve this. So that's number 3, Michael Brantley, age 28, Cleveland Indians left fielder. What can I say? Really great athlete, just one killer ass baseball player, and yeah, he knows how to. He definitely knows how to play baseball. He was in the top 3 in voting in the MVP race, which Mike Trout won that year in 2014. But I mean, an All-Star, Silver Slugger. He's got it all. He can do it with his arm. He can do it with his legs. He can do it with many different stages of what he can do. He's like a Swiss Army knife in a way, even though Mike Trout is definitely that Swiss Army knife type of guy. But Michael Brantley is also very valuable in every key aspect of the field. He's got 2 years, $12.5 million with the Indians. This is an Indians team that's coming up to be pretty much a really just a watch me type of team. Like, this is going to be a team that's going to be a playoff bound team, and this is a team that can go really far, really quick, and I'm actually extremely excited to see that. Again, his numbers this year: 137 games played, 529 at bats, 68 runs scored, 164 hits, 45 doubles, 15 home runs, 84 RBIs, 60 walks, 51 strikeouts, 15 stolen bases, a 310 average, a 379 on base, a 480 slugging, an 859 OPS. Look at that. That's a 310 batting average with 15 stolen bases. Barely, he walks more than he strikes out. He's patient at the plate. He can do it all. He's really a great offensive player. And I mean, his skills on the field: 172 putouts, 7 assists, 2 errors, and a double play, 989 fielding percentage. Yeah, he knows how to play the field as well. He's terrific baseball player. One of the funnest guys to watch really in the league, and I think he's 28. He's got a lot in him, and 2 years maybe he'll end up back in Washington, maybe a Mariner. Who knows? But right now, this is what he deserves. He deserves to be number 3 on the countdown. Number 2, Alex Gordon, age 31, free agent. This is another guy in the top 5 that's a free agent. Another guy that I'm like, wow, I really hope he gets signed really soon. And I actually wish he could get signed to the Royals because he's been a Royal his entire career. And from the looks of it, it looks like he will not be re-signed with Kansas City. His career there is over, but he's made such an impact in that city. And it's incredible what kind of player he has been throughout the years. Again, he won the World Series, 3-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glover, and won the Platinum Gold Glove. Pretty much, he was just a great baseball player that for years was the face of the Royals, and he got what he needed. He brought a World Series title to the Kansas City Royals, and I know he's glad about that, but I also know he wish he could have ended his career in Kansas City, but things happened, and it looks like that might not work. Hopefully he does get what he needs, though. Again, looking at what he did this year: 104 games played, 354 at-bats, 40 runs scored, 96 hits, 18 doubles, 13 home runs, 48 RBIs, 49 walks, 92 strikeouts, two stolen bases, 271 average, 377 on base, 432 slugging, 809 OPS. This is a guy that he impacts the game even though he was very injured this year, just like Matt Holliday was. And on the defensive side, you're looking at what he did. 193 putouts, 4 assists, one double play. Sorry about that. no errors. He had perfect fielding percentage, and to me, that's the thing that always marked a great thing about Alex Gordon was he was such a great defender. It's like nothing can get past him, and so just what a great player, and yeah, he deserves to be really high on this list. Number one, Starling Marte, age of 27, Pittsburgh Pirates left fielder. You're number one, my man. You have earned it. You are officially pretty much, yeah, one of the best in the game. And along with him, Andrew McCutchen, Gregory Polanco, that's the most dangerous outfield, I'd say, in the league. Pittsburgh has a bright future there, a bright future as a team. I really hope they can get into the postseason and they can just be gigantic, just a gigantic juggernaut of a team. I really want them to win World Series. I would love for them to get more World Series titles. And again, he's a Gold Glover this year. And you'll see what he's done this year. I mean, he improves every single year, and this is the year he accumulated what I'd say is probably pretty much his best year of his career, and that's why he is now the best left fielder in the game, and I think he will stay there for a very, very long time. 153 games played, 579 at bats, 84 runs scored, 166 hits, 30 doubles, 2 triples, 19 home runs, 81 RBIs, 27 walks, 123 strikeouts. 30 stolen bases is what people really undermine is he has speed, man. He is fast and he will take over a game just on his legs too. 287 average, 337 on base, 444 slugging, 781 OPS. This is a dangerous batter. And on top of that, he's also a pretty much a dangerous defender. 180 putouts, 15 assists, 1 error, 995 fielding percentage. That to me in itself is fantastic. That to me is shows yeah he's got skills on both sides and he can do everything pretty much and he will help you in any way. He's developed that power. He's developed having able to get put on runs, can get hits. Every little thing. And I believe he's made such a great impact to this town, to the city, and I don't see anyone beating him for this position for a while. I really believe at 27, he's right there. He got it. I think he could be in his prime now. And please watch out for Starling Marte. This guy is the hottest guy in baseball, I'd say. So watch out for this dude because he's number one now, and he's gonna continue to try to stay up there. And I'm gonna continue to watch and see what he does next year, and hopefully he'll be in the same position next year as he was this year.